Hey everybody, I'm Sam,
I'm Adam,
and I'm Will, and we are
Working Title!
We back, baby, with a normal angle.
Oh yeah, we are back for another reaction to Attack on Titan Season 4, the final season, Part 2, Episode 82.
Sunset.
Woo! Last on, boys. What did we see?
We saw the downfall of our friendships and hopes and dreams. Connie snatched up Falco, ran away to save his mother. Gabby avenged herself, or well, she redeemed herself rather by taking out Niall and saving the Browse family. Kaya saw Sasha in Gabby, which is very sweet. And Armin had a realization that your girl, Annie, is back in business.
Right now, go. Do you think she knows everything? Yes or no?
For the camera right now, yes or no? Yes, I think she knows everything.
I think she didn't know everything. I think that she is only filled in as much as Aaron's little speech to the subjects of Ymir.
I will say, yeah. Exactly what Will said, I'll agree with him. So, guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy our content, make sure you go check out some of our other anime. We are watching Full Metal right now. We've watched Jujutsu Kaisen, we watched some movies, we watched Vinland. Go check them out if you want to support us, if you want to watch something in the meantime. Patreon, we also got some other shows if you want to check out a week in advance. Whatever we're currently having on YouTube, we'll probably have weeks in advance if you want to check that out. And make sure you support the show by going to Funimation or any other streaming service. We're going to punch it.
Bah! Kodansha.
Man, I just want to watch anime.
What is Kodansha?
It's the production company. One of them.
What do they do outside of Mappa?
Nothing. Not multifaceted.
Oh no.
Unlike.
Did they do Death Note?
Maybe.
No, dude, the world.
Eclipse.
Oh my god.
Trost District.
No!
Oh, it's Trost. Alright, so that's not at all where we were earlier.
Well, isn't that where Annie is with Charles?
Oh, yeah, because that's
Hitch.
Hitch. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, she kind of based it. That was not a dream, my friend. Oh, shit.
I didn't think that would happen. Oh boy.
Did.
Conflict from within. This is the chick who was friends with Annie?
Yeah.
She was totally different.
She got reworked when they switched studios. She looked like this.
She had curlier hair.
Yeah.
She uses a straightener every day, now they have the technology.
Those heat diamonds they rub against her hair.
Oh no, she's like out and about!
Oh, Annie.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
I didn't think she'd be like moving.
Oh no.
She just went back to bed.
The bathroom.
4 years had to hold a pee.
She's like, I had to pee so bad. Oh my god, dude.
Oh god.
Oh dude, don't kill her. Oh.
Whoa. Holy shit, fuck. She's back.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
That's what she's gonna say.
Oh! She's weak. Come on.
She's also like 15.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but can't she get the energy back if she just becomes a Titan? Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad, dude.
I'm so happy right now.
hate that I don't know if she's gonna be bad or not.
うるさい。あんたが街を出るならそれを拒む。
うるせんで言う。
何より地下室であんたの顔を眺める仕事から解放されるし。これでようやく終わるのね。あんたにくだらない男の口を聞かされるの。
So does that mean she did hear everything?
Yeah.
まさかあんた
No
ずっと意識にあった。
How did she not go
Oh,
insane?
this poor
4
girl.
年間ぼんやりと夢を見てるようだ
Oh
った。
wow.
Oh man, so Armin had been talking to her too.
Was you and Armin talking from far away?
遠くから聞こえて、
Hmm.
そうじゃない時はずっと同じ。
Wow.
その状況は大体分かってきた。
Yeah, cool.
Damn. Okay, so she is informed.
突然私は外に放り出され、エレンの声を聞いた。
Ugh.
So she did hear her.
世界を滅ぼすって
You don't hear the stomping outside?
Yeah.
本当に壁の巨人。
I'm so happy that she's back. This makes me so happy.
私が兵士になってやった意味ある仕事は死体と瓦礫の後始末。
Damn.
Man, I thought we saw him walking around.
Yeah, but the walls are still like, the houses are built close to the
I know
That
that.
was also the shit on Sheena one.
人を殺すことは褒められることだった。
Damn.
国境を越えれば戦闘員も民間人も区別なく殺していると教わった。
Gotta love Marley, man.
私たちエルディア人の食材と
That's
世
bullshit.
界を救う使命のため全てがどうでもよかった。私は生まれて間もない時に親に捨てられた。
Oh.
そんな私を収容所で引き取ったのは
Okay.
外国から
I
来
mean, that
た
makes sense. They don't really. She doesn't really look like her father
Yeah,
at
at
all.
all.
男の目的は私を周りの
To
選手
give
に鍛え
himself
上
a
げて
better life.
自
Damn.
分の生活を豊かにすることだった。
And it looks just like the area
Oh.
Yeah.
during the OVA we were
私は
watching.
物心つく前から男の生まれた国
We're
の
gonna see her
格
fuck
闘
up his
術
leg.
に叩き込まれた。
Martial arts in his own way.
男にとって私は戦士になれるかどうかの価値しかなかった。
That's horrible, dude.
時が経って
Damn.
There it goes.
Yep.
私は男が望んだように強くなり、そうなるまでに痛めつけられた分も男に返した。
Crippled him.
男は喜んだ。これなら武器がなくても敵を殺せるって。
Shit.
Dude, what a fucked up
何の
guy.
話が始まったの。4年間あんたの話を聞いたのから少しぐらい
That's right. Listen to her, alright?
どうなってもよかった。
Oh, wow.
どこの国の何人が死のうが生きようが自分を含めて命というものに価値があるとは思えなかった。
Mm.
Jeez.
あの時までは
You're just there.
Until when?
島へ向かわさ男は膝をついて私を
And
見
said,
Oh.
"I'm so sorry."
Of course he did.
味わっていた。
Now you feel bad.
泣きながら懇願した。帰ってきてくれと。
Well, this is the scene we
戦士隊
saw.
の地位をすべて捨てていいから帰ってきてくれと。男は私の父親だった。
Yeah.
私を自分の娘だと思っていた。
Nah, fuck that guy, dude. Honestly.
帰りを待つ父親がいる。そして私と同じように他の
So
人
you're
に
gonna stop Aaron now?
私はこれまでに取り返しのつかない罪を犯したと思っている。でも父の元へ帰るためな
Wow.
らまた同じことをやる。
This music's beautiful.
That's a sick relationship.
でも
Wow.
あんたの父親の元に帰っても瓦礫と死体しかないと思う。
Unless you can get over there quickly. Look at that shot, guys. How's it already happening?
この日が
Reiner.
島の悪魔が乗り込んでくる日が来たんだね。
血だらしが発動されたんだ。エレン・イエーガーが全ての命を奪いに来るぞ。どうせ集団で口裏を合わせてこっから逃げるつもりなんだろう。世界中のシマラはもうこの時点で共同体が確定だ。
What?
They're not gonna believe the Eldians at all, man.
Man.
約束してくれ。帰ってくるって。
分かった。約束する。
Oh boy.
He's gonna use training.
Oh, yeah, he's a martial artist.
Yeah, he'll just have a lip when he's doing it. That's it.
キョタ、イェーガー派が集結してこの砦を仕切ってます。早く逃げましょう。
If Jaegerists kill Keith, that'd be so annoying.
いや、もう私の居場所はどこにもない。平成の中枢は先ほどうなじをそぐなにして弔ったばかりだ。
Yeah, they're all gone.
I think the Jaegerists are the popular opinion though on the island right now. That
人
sucks.
里離れた山で私が何のためにしょんべん小僧どもの足毛をおとなしく受けたと思っておるのだ。このまま体制の中にいろ。ただしいつか立ち上がるべき日が来る。
Yeah, take out this tyranny to his flock.
決して自分を見失うな。
アルミ、待って。今からラガコ村を目指したってコニーには追いつけない。追いついたとしてどうするの？お母さんも人間に戻すことを諦めろって言うの。
He can just kill the mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can just kill the mother. Just take her out.
9つの巨人の継承をかけた問題が消えるわけじゃないから。最悪なのはこの巨人の力を巡って争い。
Yeah, that's what I was saying last episode. You're just gonna continue this nonsense.
小さなには疲れてるけ
They've
ど。
had a stressful like 48
今敵だけ
hours.
のことをしなくちゃって。エレンのことどうするの？
It's a lost cause.
わからないよ。それにどうしようもないだろ。だからもうどうしようもないエレンのことなんか考える余裕はないよ。それくらいわかるだろ。エルヴィン団長がこの場にいたらこんな無様に当たり散らしたりしなかったのにね。今答えが出た。生き返るべきだったのは僕じゃなかった。
Damn it, Armin.
This is literal apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do.
I don't even know where to begin.
I feel like it's just hopeless. Like I don't know where a starting point is.
She gonna go too?
ありがとう、ブラウスさん。元気でね。
Oh.
私の本当の名前ガビっていうの。え？ガビって変。ミヤの方がい
He
い
is
よ。
better.
じゃあ
Oh,
かや
that's so sweet, man.
ガビ。
It's a little nerve-wracking though because like that story has served its.
フラッグやめろ。藤田。
Bro.
落ち着けよ、ジャン。彼はまだ状況を理解してなかった。だがこれで伝わったな。
なあ、一体誰がお前にお山の大将を気取ってほしいと。
Dude, John, cut him down and you'll be my favorite character
みん
forever.
な聞いてくれ。俺は10ヶ月前、エレンから今回の計画を聞いた。ジークを利用し、始祖の力をエレンが掌握する計
Dude,
画
so
だ。
Flock's been on the in.
俺は仲間を集め、エレンの手助けをし、計画は今日達成された。そしてお前たちは故郷をも失う。地ならしによって全ては巨大な足跡の下だ。この島でエルディア帝国のために力を貸してくれる者がいるなら声を上げよう。我々は歓迎し、エルディア人として迎える。
You're dead. Yep.
Oh! John, kill him! Dude, you have to kill this fucking dude.
義勇兵の
We
誇
have
り
a
を
bad guy for Jean though. One on one.
誇りに死ぬことはない。
Is pride worth dying for?
いいじゃないか、屈したって。
じゃあ、何かって。
Get him out of there, make us please.
エレンが島の外の問題を完全解決するなら
I'm solving it
俺も島
inside.
の中の遺恨を
Yeah,
完全に消す。
whatever, dude.
自由だよ。もうお前らは戦わなくていい。好きに生きていい。
He's lost his mind.
なっちゃう。お前は憲兵になって内地で快適に暮らしたかったんだろ。
This is where he murders him. Do
俺は
it!
英雄の一人なん
That
だ。
ain't the John we have nowadays, man.
No, don't fall for
だか
him.
らもう昔のちゃんに戻れよ。 いい加減でムカつく生意気なや
フロック、リヴァイ兵
Throw him
長
out the
とハンジ
window.
団長はどうしたの？
ああ、残念ながらジークに殺された。
It's Cap.
コニーさん、助けてもらってありがたいんですが、ずっと北に進んでますよね。ほら。
Oh my god, he's not telling him!
いいんだよ。危険な南から離れた方が。
Oh my
記憶喪
god.
失のお前を安全な病院まで送る。
Amnesia? She doesn't even know?
俺は兵士だからそのくらいのことをやって当然だ。
Oh
Damn.
my god, dude. I didn't realize I would hate this guy so much.
コニー、みんなを守
I
る。
get he's doing it for family, but come on, man!
Family's gone.
サニーもマーティンも戻ってこないけど。
For what, 13 years?
Yeah.
For her to get used as a weapon? Like, what are we doing?
母ちゃん、それにコニーさん。
Come on. Falco's got this. He can escape from Connie.
コニーさんが俺を知らないなら気のせいか。
Where would
He
he,
doesn't recognize me. What?
where would he have seen him before?
Probably in Marlin.
Oh!
Whoa! Wait.
進路と速度から考えると、撤退戦はあのままマーレに戻るようですね。
Oh, yeah?
地ならし
Okay.
の
Wow.
発動を見て、我々マーレ軍の生存を絶望視したのでしょうか。
Whoa, what is
It was
this?
oh
The card.
これで一
Maggot.
番本国の事態を知らせることができる。あれに踏み潰されるまで待つよりずっといい。
あれを止める策は何か終わりでしょうか。
ない。ただ最後まで見
Hanji!
Hanji!
Hanji! Hanji! Oh, stop!
とりあえず食べないで。こちらには何の武器もありません。
Shows Levi.
あっちに誰かい
How's he
る？
doing?
ご安心ください。あれは
Oh, he is.
人知化無害の
He chooses to die. There's no way. No fucking way.
Alright.
That was episode 82?
Sunset.
Sunset.
Welcome back, Annie.
Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
So, we start off in Trost, the last place that Annie was seen. No,
Locked up in the
that's
basement.
where she
incorrect.
got locked
She, what was the place that her and Aaron fought?
Uh,
Do you remember the name? Stohas.
Stohas?
Okay, so I thought she was always in Stohas. So she's in Trost. So is Hitch. She's like an old woman. That's how weak she is. She didn't get far.
Annie is.
Annie, yeah, Annie.
Yeah, Annie. Sorry.
Did she not age? She looks
I
very. She
think
looks like a
she-
child.
She,
I don't think
she's,
she aged.
she's like, because her and Hitch were like the same height back then.
Yeah.
Now she's like,
Hitch was a lot bigger than her.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, it is.
Like mentally she can still mature, but like physically she's still like small.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
It's crazy.
yeah, that's why it worked out. Even that she's like, oh, you're as weak as a granny. I'm like, she's still like, Hitch is probably like 19, 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter how well trained, you know, Annie is, she's not gonna be able to take on like an adult.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily true. But an adult that's equally, maybe not equally trained, but trained enough to fight back as well.
Yeah. And they grew up together too, so Hitch might have
An
an
idea.
advantage for a couple of weeks or months. I don't know how long they were together as like
Yeah.
Roommates.
partners. Yeah, and you brought it up. Hitch definitely looks a little bit different when
Looks totally
when
different.
Mappa took over. I would say like she was one of the more like drastic differences. Even though like I don't think the differences for most characters were super drastic. Yeah, she had the curly hair back in the day.
She looked like more like a big-haired Toga from
Yeah,
My Hero
literally.
in the first seasons.
I was just gonna say her hair. I thought her hair was pink, but it doesn't matter.
Hitch.
Yeah.
There was a pink-haired girl. She got shot by Kenny
Yeah,
in like the first episode of season.
Hitch's was always like this weird, like dirty blonde, gray type of deal.
I think the one you're talking about is Nifa.
What happened? Have we seen the silver-haired girl who had glasses? Is she dead?
Oh, Rico, bro. She's alive.
Yeah, she's somewhere.
You know what's crazy? When I was editing last week's episode, the guy Daz, I think he was in it. I think he's a Jaegerist. Remember the guy who always wanted to like kill himself?
Yeah,
Was a
yeah,
terrified
yeah.
guy? I think he's a Jaegerist. I think he swapped and joined Flock. I mean, Screw him. We never liked him anyway.
Whatever, dude.
The guy who had the bowl haircut that had a crush on Hitch, he's dead, right?
Marlo's dead.
Yeah.
He got killed by Zeke throwing the rocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, Annie then threatened Hitch with becoming a Titan and essentially tearing the whole building down. And so Hitch let her escape and decided to take her south to the edge of the island.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so crazy how she had her hand on her neck and
Oh.
just one touch and she cut the jugular.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And then a lot of the episode focused on Annie and her mental state, why she's doing what she has done, what she plans on doing now. We got to have some resolution with, even if she doesn't get to her father, we got some resolution to like understand their relationship a bit more, Mr. Leonhardt. So it's not actually her father.
Yeah.
We never know who the real parents are. She was dropped off.
They seem like not royal, but very well off Marleyans, because that house that she was left in front of on the gate was
fancy.
a very nice house. I mean,
Yeah.
gated, like.
So wait, was that Annie's parents' house and
Yeah.
the baby was left outside the gate and he happened to pass by it?
Yeah.
Okay, that confused me. I thought it was his house. I was like, how? Because it has an Eldian.
No, her mother had an affair with an Eldian,
Yeah.
and so she's like half Marleyan, half Eldian.
It's like Reiner.
Yeah, like Reiner, except Reiner didn't get dumped off to the wilderness or
Okay.
to the streets.
And Zeke's dad, right? Didn't his wife kill herself because he was Eldian?
Zeke's
Oh, Zeke's
Xavier.
dad.
Xavier.
Xavier, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife killed
that's
herself?
true. She didn't know he was Eldian,
Yeah.
so she slit her own neck and her son.
And the son.
Half Eldian son.
Fucking terrible.
awful.
Which is, yeah.
But yeah, the dad, Mr. Leonhardt, only took her in for a ticket to have a better life and make her a warrior.
Yeah.
Like, just trained her and, beat her and essentially just had her as, like, a slave to become a warrior to get him a better life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is shitty. It's like everybody's trying to advance themselves to be higher up on an already super low scale status-wise. Eldians and Marley alike. A lot of them have done some pretty crazy things to try to get. It's also pretty insane, like all the warriors, how they ended up as warriors. When we met the kids in Marley in the first half, it seemed like it was like a goal for glory to like boost your status, but like the first gen warriors that we dealt with, while that might have been like Marcel and Porco's goal, like a lot of the other ones kind of just ended up there through like being forced to like no other option.
Yeah.
Like Annie, Reiner wanted to impress his father. Who was the other one? Zeke had a lifelong goal he had to accomplish. The Grices. Well, I guess the Grices are the only current family that like weren't doing it for honor. They were doing it to like make sure their family didn't get slaughtered because of what happened with Grisha's era.
They were trying to atone for their past sins at that point, even more than anyone else.
The Grisha age, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of tough. Like, Mr. Leonhardt decides that he was wrong and apologizes right before she goes to the island and is like, make sure you come home. And it's like, I don't know. I'm there's probably more of a build-up as to why he was upset, and probably the idea for her actually, like, his daughter, for all intents and purposes, was going away and putting herself on the line, and she might not come back.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like Zeke and Grisha, where like Grisha didn't give that fatherly figure to Zeke and then never got the chance to say it in the end until we just saw a couple episodes ago in the weird time, where Annie's father might have had the conclusion that he wasn't being a dad and might have fallen in love with the idea of Annie and was just able to say it last minute. And unlike Zeke, who had to wait a little too long, Annie got the resolution before going to the island.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of cool, because that technically means she's been dealing with that for the first 3 years of her occupancy on Paradise during the first season. The entire first season.
Yeah.
yeah, and then she had that goal, I guess, in mind with her, as well as her other ideologies of how she doesn't like people in general. Never really cared for Paradise. Never cared for Marley. Her own people back in Marley.
Yeah.
I mean, we know her back in season 1, like, giving Eren the whole, like, these people aren't fighting Titans to save you guys. They're doing it so they can get their own butt out of there one day. Like, or like people like Jean who just want to do it and then run back to comfort, which is ironic because we actually touched back on that point in this episode as well.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad that conversation happened. It was pretty cool that Hitch and Annie got to have some real talk.
Annie also she was present mentally to the extent that she heard only Armin and Hitch that whole time, but the rest she was in like a black abyss, not able to like move or do anything. So she was kept up to date on everything.
And Eren talked to her.
Well, she
broke out.
She heard the subject of Ymir's speech. Yeah.
She was probably just laying out in the sand when she woke up.
Yeah. She's like, "What the frick?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?"
Which story-wise just makes it easier, so we don't have to do, like you said, like fill in all the gaps for Annie a whole bloody episode.
Oh yeah.
We can just have.
We ain't got that much time.
Yeah, we can get our exposition now because we had to deal with Colossals coming up. Then we go back to Shiganshina with our favorite boy Flock. Thoughts on Flock's takeover?
Dude,
he's a madman.
How many times do I have to say it?
Fuck him.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck him.
Just kill him. Like, honestly, just get rid of him. He's not good for the people. He's not good for this world. I mean, like, I get it.
He's good for his people.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, as good as you can be. Again, we saw in the beginning of Hitch's story all the damage and the chaos that has all the people that have just died just from the Colossals coming alive. Like, I mean, granted, again, it's us or them. That's really like the feeling of the Jaegerists at the end of the day. It's us or them, and I get it, but I mean, can we just like, I don't know,
make a treaty,
not be like total like genocidal assholes? I mean, I don't know. Like, Flock is just not the guy that I would want in charge of anything in life, ever. And he's just going around, like, whacking people that just don't agree. You don't agree with me? Boom, you're dead. You don't agree with me? Locked in jail. You can never, like...
It's just so crazy. Like, the point that we're pushed to in the show.
Yeah.
Like,
it's literal chaos.
Yeah. It's pretty cool for world building. Like, we don't necessarily need any more fill-ins from, like, people's opinions, but when they took the time for, like, that group that was kind of pissed off when Hitch was healing people in that building, and they were like, Eren just killed all these people. I mean, I guess we're okay with that if it means we get to live, and, like, everybody else is like, no, this is horrible, and you get to see, like, the differences of opinion. It is actually pretty wild too, because we were talking to some of our Discord members about the rumbling and like talking about like people's, like how people feel about like all this stuff happening and why it can kind of make sense for people like Flock and the crowds to be so pro Eldia. It's like when the world hates you, you feel justified in at least like pushing back and attacking. It's like a weird excuse for nationalism. Because, like, if everybody in the world hates you, you gotta kind of pump yourself up because no one else is gonna do it for you. It's just unfortunate that in this form it manifests like it's me or you. Like, it can't be a boost of your own country's sovereignty without having to diminish the other one.
Well, it's not just that. They're also cutting down their own people in the process. Like,
that too.
Like, it's like it would be one thing if it was a full on like it's just us against the world and fuck y'all. It's like, no, we're gonna do everything in our power to, be cutthroat, cheap, and dirty to our own people, to also like further ourselves to the right place. I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, do we really need to take out the whole military? Like, they literally destroyed their whole military. Like, once Eren is done, like, I'm just curious of like how far we think about this, because it's like once Eren's done, like, all your enemies are defeated outside the world, but like, let's say like a group of people manages to survive and all you have are Titans to fight the world because you killed your whole military. Like, we don't know how well Eren's plan's going to go. I assume that it's going to be perfect in the sense he's probably going to kill everybody. But it's like they're just not thinking far enough ahead. And I don't know. I just don't see the reason why they had to sell out their own people. Like, they were fully in line with Zeke's plan to, like, get rid of all of their top military people. Like, Nile, Pixis, all the other military members that are, like, leading the squad right now. That are, like, the mature figures to push everybody through. They're like, yeah, it's just off them all.
Yeah.
Like, Shady said it best. He's like, there's no place for me here. Like, I'm too old. I'm not going to go live out the mountains and shit in the woods. I'm not going to stand for this bullshit. Like, you guys just protect yourselves when you get the chance. Like, try and make things right again. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Fuck Flock, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's just like, what's crazy today, too, is I've kind of, with Flock being kept in the know for 10 months, I had a little bit of a different, like, feeling with Aaron today with that, because, I mean, Flock's no one to, I feel like, I mean, there's definitely fans, I think, that can reason, rationalize themselves with Flock on some issues, but, like, Flock, in all intents and purposes, is really not, like, a friend of our characters. So Aaron letting him in specifically is one. It could be one of two things. One, we need a bad guy face for Aaron's calls. Two, Aaron ain't telling him the full truth.
Right. That's he could be making it up.
It's like I might believe that Aaron is telling Flock, so Flock thinks he's going to be an important role. But if Aaron's seen the future, and we'll have to talk about this in a second because we've talked about this off channel recently this week, and I want to explore it a bit more on here. But like with Aaron knowing a potential end goal, whether he's trying to change it or not, I don't really see Flock being super important to him. And considering that Aaron is being pick and choosy with the Eldians that survive, it might not even be Eldian sovereignty. It might just be the ploy Aaron's using to get people on his side. It literally might be everyone, including Eldians, can die except for my core friends at the end of the day.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it's just like, so what, is there going to be like 5 people left to repopulate the Earth, or are we like,
I don't know.
I mean, that very well could be the case, it's just hard. I feel like Flock has known enough to play his part, though. Not saying that he didn't know the full truth, like, because at this point, I mean, it's pretty clear that Aaron's just going to kill the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there really is a lot more to it at the end, other than maybe, like, if Aaron does some type of, spoiler for Full Metal, but like what Roy Mustang is saying, like they're doing all this to take out the military, and at the end they're going to sacrifice themselves to like build the better future. Like if Aaron is going to go do the bad thing, not saying that Roy Mustang is doing a bad thing, but if he's going to go do the bad thing and kill everybody and then portray himself as the villain to kill, so that it's like, yes, we won, we stopped the bad guy, now it's just good people left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like he could be doing that, leaving Flock out of the loop, but I feel like he did tell Flock like everything. And I mean, remember, Flock is nuts. You know what I mean? Like we found out Flock was nuts within 3 minutes of Erwin being dead. You know what I mean? Like immediately.
Bring the devil back!
Yeah.
I hate him, he's a devil, but also I want him to be the devil more!
Yeah. It's like you're nuts. Like, well, I just can't imagine that you're actively choosing, like, the guy that just sent you to your death for literally just a sacrifice play. You're like, yeah, bring him back so you can do it more. It's like, what? I get the logic behind it, but he's broken. He's just a broken individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Technically, he's taken on the devil role himself, except he doesn't see himself as a devil. Where he thought Erwin was the devil that we needed at the time. He literally is now the current devil of our era, except he thinks he's in the right, unlike Erwin, who did it intentionally, risking his own moral character. So, yeah, we can come back to Aaron in a bit, but we also got some moments. I mean, Jean, on his knees, kind of devastated with what's happening, obviously. Anya Capone, I saw, gave him a look. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it'll come back to play because Anya passed him, and Jean looked and goes, and since we always talk about how every look in the show might mean something later on, I know the show can't fully be done of all its tricks, so maybe that's something to look into.
What?
Anya and him.
I just wonder if it's Jean just playing the part, because right after that, Flock's like, oh, come on, remember you wanted to be comfy in the military police? You wanted to sit at home and just be safe.
Be the old John.
Be the old John. You can have that life again.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then John just goes,
what did you just call me?
It's over? It's really over? Because he's saying, like, you don't have to pretend to be the fake Sean anymore. You can go back to, like, the real you and live a good life. And he's like, wait, so this is all really done now? I feel like that wasn't genuine. I feel like because he made that look to Anya Capone, it's like, let me play this fool and cut him down later.
So like an arm into Yelena.
Yes,
okay,
kind of like that.
Which that failed miserably. I don't think that didn't go anywhere. I mean, Yelena's sitting down, shitting herself.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I don't care about her crazy ass.
Don't put this in the video. Is she dead? Did they kill her? Like
no, she's just sitting on the chair in the background.
She's like.
Yeah,
like all the men were lined up.
She was up there.
Was she in this episode?
Yeah,
she was
Anya
in
and
the
all the
chair.
guys, and she was just in a chair next to them at the end. Like
the whole time I was like looking, I was like, where the fuck is she?
Yeah,
I just didn't see her.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry. A little bit before that, Armin, Mikasa are just going through the motions. It's just
Armin.
chaos.
Well, Armin wants to
going after Connie
to stop him because if he saves Falco, he can get Gabby on their side, and then they can get Reiner and Peaks to be cool.
Which is a good idea. They talked about it last episode. That's like a really that they should do that.
Yeah.
They know Reiner. Like at this point, they should be like, the end of the world is happening. We don't have time for this discrimination BS anymore. Like, we just got to get over our past, and this is the only chance for survival at this point.
And Connie's literally about to fuck it up. And the funny thing, too, is he said specifically, was like, let's not repeat a 2,000-year war again. Like, this is, like, the crucial moments. Mm-hmm. And he's right, because remember, like, let's go again to the beginning episode. You already brought it up. There was one group of people that said, Eren killed my kids. I'm pissed. And the other said, yeah, they killed your kids, but it was doing it to save the rest of the world. If one of those people decide, if those groups of people separate and make two groups that then hate each other, and then you get Reiner in the cart on one side, and then and Annie, because they're all mad about what Eren's doing, and then you get whatever sack of Eren that's going to be left at the end of this, plus, Connie on his side, and then Armin just in the middle, like, what the fuck's going on? And who knows where Zeke is, if he's dead, alive, or if Eren just absorbed his Titan ability. I mean, like, who knows at this point? But anyways, like, all of this has happened, and now we've created a new conflict with literal Titan powers. Like Armin said, like, the issue of the warrior Titans or the Titan shifters is, like, still a problem. Like, there's no stopping it.
He brought up also obtaining the 9 Titans.
Well, yeah, because he wants to make sure that's because what he was saying. He was like, we got to make sure Reiner and Cart and Annie are on our side. Mm-hmm. Because if they're not, then we start a 2,000-year war again.
Yeah. Maybe
they find the people that sympathize. Like, they find the people that are mad about Eren killing their kids. And they join up. And now they form a faction group. And they go live on the west side of the island. And like he said, he's like, on this stupid tiny island, we're going to have another 2,000 years of conflict.
Yeah.
Well,
I know Ymir had all 9 in her, but I wonder if there was ever a time when all 9 separated, worked together. Or, like, how soon it was until one of them decided to take their god power and do something like separate from the other 8.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, when did they all break up?
Yeah. And that'd be cool to see, like, I don't know if we'll go back to that at all, but, like, it would be just interesting to see, like, what was the division between the powers, like, where was the separation of power.
Yeah. Because at one point, clearly, there was some that aligned with the Eldian Empire and some that didn't.
Yeah. Or some that went over to Marley and started working for them.
Yeah, Armin also bringing up everything going on, like, Historia might be in danger, we don't know where Annie is, Levi and Hanji, like, it's just like, there's just so much going on, like, Mikasa being like, what do we do about Eren? He was like, there's nothing to fucking do about Eren at this point. Like,
kill him, I guess.
They can't even do that. What are they going to do, kill a million Titans?
Well, I don't even know how his body, like, functions right now.
Yeah, but they still have to get past him, like, a million Colossal Titans.
That too. So you gotta get past them. We gotta figure out the anatomy of the Yu-Gi-Oh! We saw. Creature. He said it would look like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Creature. I'm running off that because I don't know what else to call it. the Yu-Gi-Oh beast crawling its way.
Skeleton dragon or something.
The skeleton dragon.
And Armin snapped at Mikasa, of course, in that whole scene.
She doesn't know what to do.
She doesn't know what to do, and Armin's like, I get it, I know. Like, Erwin would have never snapped at you like this. I shouldn't have been picked as the
don't do that again.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot to deal with.
Mm-hmm. It's chaos, as he said.
But it's not like even manageable chaos. Like, I really don't know what...
This is out of his hands.
We really are just like working with scraps, because when we can get back to Magath in a moment later on, but even Magath said in this episode, like, we kind of don't have an option. We kind of just got to choose where we're going to be doing our battle stance for the end, because they don't think they can take it on.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the option. That would be very AOT in nature. I don't know if it'll come to a complete bitter end. I mean, I said back in the day I thought a God Titan would probably just kill everybody and that's it by the end. Didn't think it would be Eren. I just thought one would come from space and just nuke the Earth or something, like some Lovecraftian end where it was like a god you could never stop. But I don't know if I feel that way now. I feel like there might be a little bit more optimism. I just would mean Eren's not going to make it to the end of the show.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they've hinted at with the outro.
Mm-hmm.
And with Adam saying, like,
he disappears
at the end, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Did you also see what I'm saying about, like, the whole Paradise Island where he's walking, life is now regrowing on it?
Yeah. I mean, now that we're, like, a little bit deeper into the first season, and we've all seen the outro many times, do you feel like there's anything else you've garnered from it? Like, it's clearly Eren's initial feelings as being caged, the bird in the cage. The bird flies up, hits the top, and, like, diminishes, doesn't escape. And then it explodes and flowers all around. Presumably, he's achieved freedom. And then the cost is buildings in ruin, all are familiar, like the castle from Season 2, the palace with Historia's ceremony.
The big tower that has all the guns in it from Season 1.
The Season 1 tower.
The stairs in front of his house, all that.
Oh, yeah.
And the wall, you see there's a shot with the wall broken, which is like maybe the future of what we have yet to get.
There's also a butterfly, if I'm not mistaken. He stepped on one.
That's the intro. That's the rumbling intro, which is we talked about that in the OVA with Mikasa being like the representation of the butterfly.
Isn't it flying around though at the very beginning and then at the end it's stepped on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, he also, I don't know if that's just so. I mean, I'm sure it has like a meaning like about Mikasa and Eren, but also they showed Annie doing that in this episode. When she said she doesn't care about life, she stepped on a bug.
She stepped on something.
It looked like it was like a butterfly.
Yeah, it was like a rose petal.
It was it was the same shot from the first half of the season too. She was crunching little bugs. I mean, that's, in my interpretation of that, it's just the fact that she has no like sovereignty for life. Like she just doesn't treat life as like special.
Yeah.
The fact that she just, I mean, like every kid can kill an ant and not feel anything, but like that's her real life for everything. So, like it applies to anything that's not her. So.
Well, she said she just said she didn't even care about her own life.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
So even her,
all of it
that's even herself right there in crushing.
She quite literally is more of a nihilist than even Zeke.
I mean, I think the next part was returning to Annie, right? I'm just trying to think what came after Armin and Mikasa.
That was the Jean part next.
Okay, yeah, Mikasa went and is protecting Jean, or going to be with him for a bit.
Also, her scarf is missing. I don't know if that's something to look into.
Yeah, she took it off.
But she said it's missing. She went looking for it.
They were like, my scarf is gone. They were in the same room where they got prepped for battle originally, and she left the scarf there, and now it's not there.
Luis took it.
Yeah.
She sold it on eBay. I literally said it. The Jaegerists, they're trying to get their money's worth out of Eren. He's like a celebrity to them.
Yeah.
This was sewn by Eren Yeager.
Literally. He threw it on my head. I didn't really want it in the moment, but now I really like it.
It's warm.
Magath and Peaks saw the warships fleeing and said, well, hopefully the way they're going, they'll be able to warn Marley what's going on. But like you said, there's not much. Magath said there's not much they can do. And Peaks is just kind of like sitting there like, oh God, like why are we here? And Magath's like, we just got a plan for whatever the final
stand
will be. And Haji, is back.
Yeah.
She's like, don't kill me. I'm unarmed. I got my friend over here. He's a little hurt. He just refuses to die.
Did you see how Peaks operated while not being inside it? She wasn't in it. She was just controlling it from like up top.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of like Ymir, how Ymir like popped out of the jaw and like still controlled it while it was holding on to Reiner in season 2. You know?
Yeah.
I think Historia was still in the mouth while she was like bust out of it.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. When it started moving, I was like, dang, she can still control it while she was like not inside. That's wild.
What I thought. OP.
Yeah, Levi's alive, looking beat up as hell.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to do anything. He had those wood chips.
His fingers
in his face.
and his fingertips are missing.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Like at this point, it's just gonna be him hoping and praying that his little children make this all work out well.
And that is the thing too. The fact that the only thing left for him story wise is to still kill Zeke to honor Erwin. It's like, how is that gonna happen?
It's not.
Well, it can. I just like how. If he's like missing 2 legs, got no fingers. Like I don't know if he'll have to amputate anything yet because they haven't been to a hospital or anything.
Yeah.
They've literally just been trampling through the woods. So like we don't fully know his condition. Like, is he gonna be on a bed for the rest of his life? Will he be able to sit upright? Can we hook ODM gear to a body without legs to counterbalance the weight? It is Heicho.
I think that would look so fucking weird.
But it's Levi. He can do it.
I feel like he's one-eyed, just like Hanji. He had the bandage going like all the way up like this.
Yeah.
Going all the way up around. Anyways, Connie and Falco were the after-credit scene. We got to see Falco thanking Connie for saving him, and Connie explaining like, yeah, you got amnesia. I'm going to take you north as far from, the battle as possible to get you treated.
Oh, right. Okay. Because they're from Shingekinokyojin. I was very confused about that.
They're near Shigashina. And in reality, Connie's taking to Ragako Village and to, take him to his mom. And Falco's like, I really appreciate this. Connie's a nice guy, but I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, but he seems like he doesn't really know who I am.
Yeah.
When did he see Connie before?
The Zeppelin. When,
you're right.
Meat.
Yes. When good old gal is shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
how do you think that scene will play out? Because they're building up to that, where like maybe all our all our main characters will probably have as a destination. I mean,
all of them. Mikasa's
Armin for sure. Armin's going with Gabby.
Yeah.
Connie and Falco will be there. Okay, maybe not everybody, but Armin versus Connie for sure.
This is gonna be Armin's chance to finally flex his why did Erwin sing or why were you chosen over Erwin muscle. Like I know he already feels like he's already down on himself and feels like he shouldn't have been chosen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this is chance. Use that big brain of yours and convince Connie to not do it. I feel like if he just kills Connie's mom, it's probably gonna be really bad. Connie's probably not Connie. If he does that, I feel like Connie will try and kill Falco. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, we don't know. We've talked about this before. Can you really kill a Titan shifter without eating them? Even though Warhammer Titan got completely obliterated, she was definitely dead. But
yeah, to what extent do they have to kill Falco?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is I don't know. I feel like if Armin killed Connie's mom and can't convince him via some type of discourse or tricking him into letting Falco go, Connie will just kill the kid.
Yeah, he'll snap.
He'll just snap and kill the kid. There's no way around it.
Now that I think of it, just because you brought that up, and I was thinking, well, does Falco know how to send a consciousness to his kneecap? How did they even know about that? You know?
Who's they?
Reiner, what was the... Alright, today's class of being a shifter, You have to make sure you channel the energy to your toe.
Well, that's the thing is he's the only one that's. I'm curious if that's like an armor type ability because no one has ever done that before other than him. Has anyone else ever done it?
Well, I was just like thinking like I guess you can kill Falco by taking off his head because that's what happened to Eren. Like Eren would have probably died had Zeke not just had the worm not thrown his head or whatever, or saved his life, and had Zeke not touched him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that's what I like. I feel like really early on in season 2, we had like, or at least I feel like I remember bringing up like, can you kill? Because it seemed like Eren could never die. I mean, there was that time when he peeled off his fucking face.
Forgot about that.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it was just a skull.
yeah, it was just a skull. But like, you know, I talked about like maybe you have to cut like the humans at the nape, and Zeke when he's getting when Levi is attacking Zeke in season 3 and he goes to kill him, you know what I mean? Zeke hardens from his nape and the inside.
Yeah.
Like not from like the outside. He literally hardens like his actual nape.
Yeah.
So I guess that is like the real way to kill a Titan shifter. Not just eating, is slicing their neck. Yeah. But yeah, the consciousness thing, I don't know, man. Like that's
bullshit.
It's I think the thing about it that doesn't really make sense to me is it's never been practically used again.
Yeah.
Ever. Like at any given point other than that one scene. So it's like, why does that like work? Why can't everybody just do that? What's the point of even hardening at that point? Why don't you just like instantly like, shift it down to 5 inches?
Like oh, maybe it wasn't even Reiner who triggered it. Maybe it wasn't even like Reiner's just analyzing what happened. What if it's like the creature itself is the one that makes the call, just like kind of saved Eren's life.
Yeah, but like then none of them would ever die.
Yeah.
Until their 13th year is up.
Unless there's like a host immediately passed to. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. But
it's just like the melding thing.
I hope Connie doesn't die from this occurrence. He might very well. I just hope it's meaningful if they do. Like, this is just a really crappy way to go out. It's like in the chaos, you just make bad calls, and that's how you end up dying after 4 seasons. But I don't think Falco's gonna lose the jaw. We've been working our way for him getting the jaw, so that means Connie's not getting what he wants. What do you think's gonna happen with the rest of our group? Mikasa and Jean are staying in Flocktown. Hitch and Annie are going where? To the balloons, maybe?
Well, the balloons already took off. They're just trying to go to like where.
Annie's just trying to get an answer.
Annie's just trying to get to Eren and stop him.
Okay. So she's going for Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the last group is the captain and Magath, the commander.
And Hanji.
And Hanji and Levi.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The captain, Levi, and commander, Magath. Well, that group, where do you think it's going to go? Like, because it's like, what do you do? Where are we going to go? Because we got 6 episodes or something left. How do we, like, take the next step?
I feel like at this point, in the next episode, at minimum the next 2, Mikasa and Jean have to take out Flock and stop him.
And move on.
And whatever, rally the rest of the troops to fight Eren from, like, the human side. And Armin has to stop Connie.
Okay.
And then they need to take Falco, Armin, Gabby, the rest of the humans, and Shiganshina, meet up with Cart and all of them and Levi, get a plan together, and then maybe just so happens Hitch and Annie run into them, and then they all are like, all right, this is the fellowship that's going to take out, that's going to stop Eren.
So kill all the infighting. And then the devil.
They have to kill all the infighting. I'd be surprised if it takes longer than 1 episode.
Okay, so maybe we finish off.
How many we have left?
What episode was this?
82.
I know.
82,
No. But I mean, like of this part, is this 7?
I think so. Yeah.
So there's 5
I
episodes.
think Ymir was 5, and we've been 2 since Ymir's. So
yeah. So we have 5 episodes left, and there's the whole possible movie thing.
Yeah,
so.
we don't know what's happening with us.
Oh,
With
yeah.
that, Discord showed us that finale is being postponed a week because there's going to be an announcement week with anime. So maybe, if it Will said Attack on Titan has a panel, so maybe they're going to announce something, or they wrap up the show on episode 87.
They're not finishing it.
It's being extended.
It's being extended for another 1,000 episodes.
George R.R. Martin. This
One
just
Piece.
in. He's not finishing the books. The Dream of Spring ain't coming out.
Yeah.
Or The Winds of Winter. We have to get that book first. Yeah, so we'll see how that works. And then obviously we'll make do with whatever we have to do for the channel for that.
This kind of just hit me, this episode, that, like, this is the apocalypse, and, not a whole lot of people, but Connie at least are showing their true colors now, I think. I want to use the phrase.
Here's what I'll say about Connie. I don't really feel like it's... I mean, I get what you're saying. It's free-for-all now.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not so much true colors as much as, like, there's nothing else to do with my life. We are at the end. I want to do what I can do for myself, and that's it. Because me hanging out with Armin and Mikasa, as much as I love them, won't do anything. If my mom's over there, I don't know this kid, even though I love that kid. I want to go save my mom in my last moments of hell. I don't know. Maybe that's where he is. Because, like, this is so, like, all unrational at this point. It's like Armin's saying, there's nothing we can, like, figure out, really. Even though I think they'll figure out something.
Yeah.
They gotta get the 9 Titans together. They gotta get the 9 Titans together and start fighting the 10 million. 9 versus 10 million. And then the Exodia at the end of the line.
So 8.
So AIDS.
8.
8.
Technically 7.
Aaron cheats. He has 2 of them. 3 of them now.
He's got
So 6 versus 3 plus 10 million.
Warhammer, Founding,
attack,
and
he's got Beast with him.
Right!
Oh, right.
Okay, so
4v5.
4v5
Oh, yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
and 10 million.
I watched our reaction to the episode when the millipede thingy, Ymir's origin, yeah, some tentacles shoot at Zeke.
Yeah, to grab his face.
Yeah, they grab him.
Well, I said that they like merged together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe the merge that Annie almost had with Aaron.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, how funny would it be if like in the fucking, you know, thing of whatever Aaron he's swinging and just like attached with like
Zeke.
an umbilical cord is just Zeke. He's
Oh
just, like hanging
God!
there. He's just like, oh, why are they using me like this?
The rib cage just like makes a swing of like appendages just wrapped around him, and he's just kind of like hanging underneath Aaron, just watching them. What the hell? I have nothing else for this episode. I do hope the infighting is done though by next week.
Yeah,
I want to see Historia.
Me too.
I'm very curious what she's up to.
Maybe next week.
having a kid.
Yeah, pushing that sucker out.
The 10th tide. Guys.
Oh, shit.
If you enjoy this reaction, make sure
It's
you
the
leave a
moon.
like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Leave a comment down below about what you thought of this episode. What was your favorite moment for you? Are you excited that Annie's back? If not, let us know what you want to see from the rest of this season. If you're a manga reader, we don't want to hear it from you. Please respect us. We'll read all the comments that want to be spoiler tagged later on. For the time being, we're going to punch it. See ya!
Bye! Subscribe, goddammit!